G'day everyone. My name's Brad Shee. I'm Vice President of VBRA Knox branch, and I've asked Ryan Donald to join me tonight to have a bit of a chat about what's been happening with Ryan and his journey to become a supervisor. Ryan was appointed the Monday night supervisor and has supervised a total of we think about 6 weeks before the COVID shutdown. But we thought it'd be really nice to sit down and have a chat with Ryan about his journey as a referee and how he became a supervisor and some of the things that he's worked on whilst being in this role. So first of all, Ryan, what have you been up to during this shutdown period of over 6 weeks with no basketball?
Well, obviously no basketball, so I didn't have another job, so that was my only source of real income. Well, gladly I'm not spending anything, so there's that. Just studying, having some lazy days here and there, and things like that, going on walks and stuff.
Uh,
That's pretty much it. Pretty
yeah,
boring.
very good, mate. Fantastic. I guess the first thing I'd like to ask you about is how did your journey on becoming a leader at VBRA Knox branch? How did that happen in your version?
Well, I started back in 2015 with Cal Burney, as he mentioned in his interview. We're both in the same C grade course. Spent a couple of years getting my B grade or getting my C grade and then my B grade. But it wasn't until I really missed out on the first A grade school that I was eligible for that I really kicked into gear. I thought I could have been better, and that I could have made it if I put myself out there a bit more. So that was a real motivation to get into the next one, which I did, which I was glad with. So I got the A grade. I went to school nationals that first year of getting my A grade at State Basketball Centre and everything, and also did it next year after. Um, and then until now, I'm supervisor Monday nights. Very, very surprised with that. And also just got my level one, and I've only done one night so far of Friday nights.
Fantastic. You've thoroughly deserved your position, mate, and the story that everyone how they get there is obviously always different. Speaking of junior panel, what were you excited for before the shutdown happened? You were heading into your first season of junior panel. What were you really looking forward to?
Just that next level of professionalism, and that next step up in like terminology, just pretty much everything around reffing as well. Meeting new people, traveling, like going all the way to wherever it takes me. Just excited around that sense of it. Yeah.
Oh, very good, fantastic. Junior panel is an excellent pathway to becoming a more accomplished official. You've been in the role a short time as a supervisor. What's been the biggest challenge for you since being appointed?
Yep. So a couple of things. Being that person that people look up to and ask questions. It's pretty daunting and pretty nerve wracking at the start, but as I keep doing it, I'm sure it'll get easier and easier. Also, giving out advice, like the right type of advice, knowing how to give it, that's pretty tough, I've found as well.
Hmm.
And like knowing how to approach certain situations. Um, I had a rough start the first couple of weeks with issues on court. So I've been finding myself over the last few weeks of supervising, looking for issues instead of looking for feedback. So that's something I'm trying to focus on more. Trying to look at the referee's performance rather than teams that are causing issues.
I'm led to believe your first night ended up with a busted pipe and a leak all over
Yeah,
the court.
yeah. A waterfall on court 2 and 3 at Knox. Yes.
Oh, very good. That's always an interesting time, mate. Um, what is it that you want to achieve going forward as either a referee or as a supervisor within the branch?
Obviously, I want to keep developing my abilities as a referee. You know, I'm trying to go up as get my level two, eventually get level three and stuff like that. Um, Supervisor wise, just learning strategies on how to give better advice, and feedback and dealing with situations. Yeah, and just again being that person that people look up to, being that role model.
You mentioned, yeah, that's great, mate. You mentioned before about giving advice to others. When you give that advice and you see the impact it has on them on the court, what does that do for you as a leader?
Yeah, it feels great when I say something or I answer a question and they really understand what I've said and really show that they understand it. And it's even better when they go out and and do it on the court and show me or show someone else that they understand that part of the game. It also a good feeling for myself, confirmation that what I know is right and I'm giving out good feedback and having a positive influence on other referees.
Yeah, fantastic. Well, I'm sure we've all got experiences where someone's given us a piece of advice and we've implemented it and we've seen the change straight away. But that person giving the advice, we don't really hear from them, and that feeling of when they do improve is amazing for us as supervisors. I guess just finally, mate, just a message that you would like to send to the members during this time, and yeah.
Yeah, just a couple of things, maybe just the obvious things, stay safe, stay healthy, try not to be too lazy, maybe go for some walks or some runs, go outside, shoot some hoops, or I just got the table tennis table out, playing table tennis with family, um, and obviously just continuing to interact with friends and family who don't live within the household and everything like that.
Fantastic. Well, Ryan, thanks heaps for jumping on, mate. We really appreciate it. And, we'll no doubt catch up face to face when basketball is back up and running.
Cheers, no worries. Thanks everyone.
Thanks, mate.
Cheers.